Hello again, everyone. My name is Bob Hazelwood. To my left or my right, as you look at me on the screen.
Yeah. Screen right.
Looking to my left, but on the right of your screen is the great and incredible talented Jason Coltrane. Welcome to the show, Jason.
How you doing?
As you may notice, folks, there is one of our triumvirate that is not in the room at this time. That's because we said, Kenny, would you like to just come on with all of us, or do you want an introduction? Kind of the way we gave Mark Henry an introduction. You never give me an introduction. So, yeah, I'd kind of like one. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, as a special guest, we bring on the host of the show, the man who has managed more world heavyweight championships, when you add them all up, and the ones he's beaten, than any man on the face of the United States, face of this planet, the face of wrestling in the universe. And that includes the WWE universe. From Ohio Valley Wrestling, from Smoky Mountain Wrestling, from other wrestlings that are not near as important. Ladies and gentlemen, the great the infamous, the loquacious, the always beautiful Kenneth Winona Bolton. Kenny, shut up and bring me on, Bob.
Oh, no, I could have took another 35 minutes of that, to be honest with you.
Well, speaking of taking 35 minutes of things, did you?
Yeah, because I did not know that you had an introduction prepared for Marcus P. Henry III. I did not know that you had a. See, you didn't know that was his name, did you? So I didn't know that you had the. Well, I gave him just a simple two-syllable introduction. I think is what he got.
I think "Welcome, Mark" was the introduction.
Yeah, how you doing, Mark? Where the fuck you been? I think was pretty much the thing. And I did mention that I have a big announcement tonight that actually does not involve. Apparently, Billy Sellers is the only one who has bothered to join the show tonight. We are YouTube only tonight. No Facebook freeloaders. There's a reason for that, because they're fucking freeloaders. So Vanessa's in the house tonight. Vanessa was requesting some help. We'll address all that here a little bit. We got 3 or 4 people requesting help. We have Ruby's family that desperately needs a toilet. We have a couple of families needing rice. Vanessa needs help for her next door neighbor. Adam J. Copeland III is in here tonight, better known as Edge. And he's in here tonight. And he did pay his $50 bet, by the way, on the last show. I'm here, but once my meeting restarts, I will be gone again. Well, we appreciate the warning. Yeah, Dr. Irwin, damn freeloader. Yeah, we hate those, don't we?
Yeah, those guys.
Dr. Irwin at least has a badge. And but thank you for dropping in, T-Maker. We appreciate it. T-Maker made a $50 donation on the Mark Henry show. T-Maker, do you care to tell the reason why you made that $50 donation? You wrote it to me, but I'll let you state the reasons why. And but yeah, we do have about 4 families in need. I think a toilet is an important thing. Ruby Mays, our sweet little 15-year-old, well, will be 15 November 29th. Her family has to go next door to use the bathroom. And Vanessa was in that position not long ago, Bob, if you'll remember when we built a bathroom for her probably a couple of years ago. And the family next door got tired of her and her couple of kids and her father coming over to use the bathroom. Well, I can understand that. If I had a neighbor with 4 or 5 people in it knocked on my door every time they had to go to the bathroom, I'd probably over a year or 2 get a little irritated with that and say, hey, you might want to get your own bathroom. You might, as my mother used to say, might want to get a pot to piss in. I don't know what you're going to shit in, but you're going to piss somewhere else. And but I didn't know they needed one. And a Bone Collector's in here. Really, Bone Collector. Did Rico make his return to pay-per-view? I had no idea. The Bone Collector dropping news. Of course I knew. Because everybody fucking told me, or otherwise I wouldn't have known. Because I don't. I was calling these. I said, you fucking people spent money on that goddamn pay-per-view instead of donating on this show. Oh no, we got the box. We got the illegal.
We cheat. We steal it. No, so you're admitting
we steal it. We don't do that.
Our neighbors pay for it.
We don't do that shit over here. There's not a bunch of crooks over here on this show. I did watch the free version on YouTube, though. I did do that. If you want to watch the Rico thing and that 2-hour pre-show. Of a main show that not a lot of people care to see anymore. And they have a 2-hour pre-show. I would have a 15-minute pregame show like back in the days of NBC Sports and then get to the goddamn game. Nobody wants to see a 2-hour fucking pre-show. But Rico is on the 32-minute mark, if I remember correctly, 33.
Something like that, yeah.
And the 48-minute mark for those of you that don't want to suffer through the entire 2 hours. Apparently a lot of you did.
Believe don't.
It does state I'm the king, and Bob mentioned the reasons why that would be.
Just a few of the missions, not even all.
I mean, goddamn, if I hadn't been called the king since I was a kid, I mean, those accomplishments alone, you think would get you somewhere.
You would think.
Pretty good run of guests. Mark Henry, John Cena Sr., and then I was a guest on Rene Dupree's fabulous show yesterday. And big news about that show. I might have done what I set out to do. I may have accomplished my goal, the whole reason I came back to that show, and it might have happened yesterday. And I'll announce that if we can crack, I mean, God damn it, people, fuck. I treat y'all like shit. What do y'all want? What do you fucking want? I treat you like shit. I give you what you want. That's what I did to Renee's show yesterday. I treated them all like shit, and that's exactly what they wanted. They came over there in large numbers because, well, you know, the trolls love to be treated like shit.
I even got a couple of minutes.
Contact a fucking friend and have them come over and have some fun with us. Determine whether we're working or shooting, because everybody's so fucking smart these days. Invite a friend. Invite two friends. Look, now you've ruined time. You have ruined time. Time stop there. Time stop there. I'm so upset that my loud voice made my clock fall. I'm blaming some Bone Collector. I'm blaming you. Bone Collector ain't got a badge.
Dr. Bill Irwin.
What the fuck? The Bone Collector ain't got a badge? What the hell?
Yeah, and collecting enough bones today.
And we read her comment anyway?
I think it's time to go back to
members only. Goddamn, we might be getting close. So we do have. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Well, I got my. We don't have a donation yet, but I did get my YouTube TV payment. So for anybody in the Kentuckiana area that would like to share my YouTube TV account, I have. Renee vaulted it the minute the show ended. Can't even watch a replay. Well, there's a reason for that, and I'm going to be announcing that here in a little bit. Because a lot of people said he deleted it. No, he didn't delete it. He vaulted it. He didn't want to lose that show. That was a classic. I kind of wanted to see it again myself. Flash Flanagan was on the show with me, and he had to be put in his place because he had the nerve, the audacity, may I say even a little bit of ignorance, to want to debate me on Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Well, that didn't go well for Flash. And then I used some words during that might have been the cause for that show to be vaulted. And we'll get into that. Once we need 18 more people in here. I want 50 live viewers in here tonight. I don't think that's it. We've had John Cena Sr. in here. We've had Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, in here. All these people get some hundreds of thousands of views, but over here to where the algorithm is my best friend. And then appearing on Renee Dupree show, who does everything he can not to piss off the algorithms, which I may have been an issue with that yesterday. Might have been the reason that show got vaulted. And we'll talk about that as it goes on. But do you have one? Barkley, you might not have a friend. I don't know. That ain't a troll. Do you have any friends that aren't trolls, Barkley? No. Okay. Well, that's why we had such a big crowd over at Renee's show, because Barkley alerted everybody that the king was going to be on, and the trolls came out in great numbers. Yeah, and I actually revoked my rule of block all the trolls. I not let them go. Just let these dumb fucks go. You know, they show who they are. They show what ignorant marks they are.
Oh, there was one
that was stupid they are. They show how dedicated to my life they are. Let them go. Fuck them. Who cares? And so I invoked the block the troll, because we might not have had anybody watching the show had we blocked all the trolls, thanks to Barkley rounding up all of his buddies to come and watch the show. And Barkley was there too. Oh, Barkley said I did a good job no selling the chat. Oh, were they really? I can read. Strangely enough, I can read. That little high school education I got from Oldham County did give me a couple of skills. I sent something on. Well, thank you, Mr. Limley. And Limley has been doing his best to try to help me get one of those Pangea accounts set up. And he tried so hard, like 3 different times, to get something to work. And the phone number kept getting punched in wrong. So we lost a $50 bonus on him. If we ever get his thing figured out, we'll pick up another $50 to help our families with, which would really go a long way in helping Ruby May get her toilet. And Cam Moron, the illegitimate step bastard child of Jim Cornette, he tried. Well, we knew how that was going to go. His name is Cam Moron, and he did something fucking wrong and couldn't get it figured out. And so we do have $15 to the good. And to Barkley's defense, Barkley, we do call him broke ass Barkley, and he did write me and said that there will be donations coming soon. Well, his last donation was in February, so I don't know what soon is, but he did say that he would be sending something
soon-ish.
Soon. Time will tell. Why the fuck does that thing keep falling? Am I talking that loud tonight? It's never fell on any show before, and now it's fallen twice in 5 minutes. I don't know.
Bad omen.
I'm not a fan of the cold. I'm not thrilled with it either. That's why you're seeing the debut of the hoodie on this show for the first time probably since March. You see the indoor temperature here, and that's right at dead accurate. This thing registers low temperatures way better than it registers high temperatures. It's 5 or 6 degrees high when it's warm, but now that it's cooler, it's right on with my accurate thermometer over here to my left that you all cannot see. So we're trying to help RV next door. His grandmother needs Vanessa, do you care to tell us again? If not, I'll go back and read your comments in a little bit. She needs some type of something for her blood sugar, blood pressure, something like that. She's got medication she needs to take, and I think it's going to run about 1,500 pesos. It's about $30 to set her up medication wise real good for the next 30 days. She's an elderly lady. Vanessa's father just passed away recently. Blood sugar monitoring kit, Bob. There we go. And Vanessa has the right not to have a badge because Vanessa is one of our Filipino friends, and we do not require our Filipino friends to have a badge. They're the ones we're over here trying to help. I'm still waiting for each of you that's watching the show right now to contact one friend to come over here and join. One caring, thoughtful friend that might have an extra $5 or $10 to help people in need. That's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. Do you have one? True, you do need heat when it comes to wrestling. Well, no, not if you're a babyface. No. See, you're dead wrong, Dr. Irwin. You don't know what you're talking about. You need heat if you're a heel in wrestling. Or does he mean heat temperature-wise? Who knows what Dr.
You have to have a body temperature above 90 degrees.
It should be a good 68
I think you have to have a body temperature above 90 degrees to reach into your pockets to make a donation. And apparently Bill Irwin is coming in at a cool 67 degrees and just can't reach his hands into his pockets.
Reached the 60s last night here, believe it or not.
Well, fuck, you were probably freezing your ass off.
My teeth were fucking shattering, man.
Were they really? Did you think you had sepsis? Because last time my 4 teeth were chattering, I had sepsis and didn't know it. Ooh. So no, I actually had a good time on Renee's show last night. You were over there for a little bit, weren't you, Coltrane?
I was there the whole show. Yeah.
Did I look like I was having fun?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did I look like I was having fun when Flash Flanagan wanted to debate me on Kamala Harris?
Man, that was one of the dumbest comments I've ever heard in my life.
Poor Flash. Well, you did see I tried to educate him in a nice way.
You did.
I tried to help him way out. I tried. And as a matter of fact, I had a long talk with I don't tell my friends that I watch live streamers.
Huh?
Are you embarrassed that you watch live streamers, David? Are you?
Did you have shame, broadcast?
This is not a live stream like guys that sit there and play Mario.
This isn't
Kart.
That show from Ohio that you have to be embarrassed to be associated with. that apparently they think I'm going to do. They apparently think I'm going to do that show on Halloween night, but the guy that runs the show hasn't contacted me and asked me to do that show. I only have his infiltrator.
The Flucky has though.
I only have his infiltrator, the bad Chris, who was also over there donating on Renee's show last night. By the way. You believe that shit? He donated more on that show, and he's donated over here in about 13 months.
Yeah, that's.
What did we say? Bad Chris donated. I only saw 2 of them since the Nixon administration. Well, we know Broadcast watches the show because I'm the one that quotes the Nixon administration. So at least we. Yeah, I pointed it out that Bad Chris was over there 3 times so he could be seen. He wanted to be seen. He wanted to be noticed. Now, to everybody's defense, they were $2 donations. He wasn't going to fucking break the bank or anything.
It might be for him breaking the bank.
Could be.
Renee was a little irked that I was addressing comments that did not make a donation. So he just lets everybody have their way in the chat room. But if they don't make a donation, they just totally get ignored unless you make the piddly $2 donation. And
I even had 3 or 4 people come after me in the chat room.
Renee comes from a father who's a multimillionaire. I don't know how motivated you get over $6. You know, I found that richer people are the cheapest. I don't get too motivated over $6. I need 60 to feed a family.
Yeah.
Now, when people team up and we get $60 in here, I get a little motivated. Now we can feed a family. As a matter of fact, if there's anybody out there kind enough, broke-ass Barkley, we need a $15 donation in Venmo. And once I get that $15 donation, I'll have enough money to help 4 families either get rice or some school supplies or eggs or whatever it is they're needing. It'll help me help 4 families. And if anybody out there can successfully set up a Pangea account like Bob did, like Edge Copeland did, like Michigan Mike did, like both Coltrane and his wife did, these Einsteins figured it out. But I have
you can do it. You can do it.
And Limley's working on it. He sent me the screenshots. He's trying, but we can't get the $50 bonus from Limley and Cam Moron until they figure out what the hell's going on. Because they said, well, they're rejecting it on their end. I said, well, I can assure you, my Filipinos are not rejecting money. They're not. No, it's all right. We don't need it. We're good. And then it said, well, maybe they need to accept from Gcash to get money from new donors. I said, well, I don't think that's the case either. Yeah, because Bob was new, took their money. Coltrane was new, took his money. His wife was new, took his money. Michigan Mike was new, took his money. And Edge Copeland was new, and he took his money. So I don't think that's the case.
You think the code changed?
Yeah. So, but to Limley's and Cam Moron's defense, Limley going, I'm glad my last name ain't Moron. They did send an extra $25 to help make up the difference for what they didn't get for the time being. So that was very kind of them to do that. Some people are nice and decent and want to make sure that people that aren't as fortunate as we are, and I even include me, and hell, I've had a rough way to go here the past few weeks. I was nearly dead a couple of weeks ago. But yet here I am. Boy, the trolls would have loved that if I'd have died on Renee's show. That would have been great, wouldn't it?
Well, that would have just been a moment, and then you're gone. So what are they going to do?
Barkley over there just ratting Bad Chris out like he's some snitch in here or something. What about that shit? Just over here snitching on Bad Chris probably didn't want anybody to know that. And here Barkley, because I'd have ratted him out anyway. But Dr. Bill, is tonight the night you're going to make the first ever? Is this tonight you admit that you actually have $5 or $10 and can help our families eat, have a toilet, have a place to squat or stand, whatever.
Bucket with sawdust in it.
I gotta find that picture.
I don't know. Let me see if we got anything else. I know there's not. Well, I could be wrong. TC from the NC with $10. So what we got? We got 25. We got 25 now. And we're hoping somebody out there might have a $15 donation. And I need it to go to Venmo. So whoever can donate something on Venmo, because the way I have the Pangea account set up, I can take from my Chase account, I can take from my PayPal account, but they charge me 3% when I do that. But then, $20 they take 85 cents. So it ain't that fucking big of a deal. And on Venmo, there's no fee charged. And on one other thing I've got on there, there's no fee charge. But Venmo, if I get $15 more in there, we can help 4 families with 1,000 peso donations. And if anybody sets up a Pangea account, then they get 2,600 pesos instead of 1,000. They get a bonus 1,600 pesos. So that's why for those of you out there that would take the time to set up a Pangea account, it is a tremendous help. I mean, if 4 of you do it, it's $200 bonus. It's $50 for each one of you to do one. You'll get 25. I'll get 25. Neither of us get to keep the money. It goes to the next family that you send money to. And we've had 6 or 7 of you do it, and it's been a huge help. But we could really use 7 or 10 more of you to do it. Are you going to do a Halloween show, Kenny? Well, they're wanting me to do one over on that other network, so we'll see how much money they come up with. And if the actual host of the show actually contacts me after I reached out to him when his doggy passed away, even though he had been blocked for quite some period of time, I showed some kindness and decency and reached out to him. Actually reached out to Barkley to get a hold of him to say, hey, man's dog died. I'd like to reach out to him. And I talked to him that day, and I haven't heard a word from him since. Schmidt claims I'm booked on the show. Well, it kind of takes the guy that runs the show to contact me to ask me of the date and see if I'm available. Because what day is the 31st on, Bob? Do you have any idea?
Tuesday, I believe.
On Tuesday night. Well, unless they do that
No,
show
sorry,
early,
it's a
it's
Thursday
chicken.
night. It's a Thursday night.
Oh, well,
It's a Thursday night. And we have technically moved our Thursday shows to Friday. So if they want me over there on the 31st and they make a nice donation, being as they ain't made one in a long fucking time, I ain't going over there and doing it for free. But if it's a real nice donation, I'll go over there and do their clip show and take their abuse from their trolls, because I know they're not going to block them, even though they claim they will. Renee claimed they were going to block trolls last night, and once I noticed they hadn't blocked one, I fuck it.
Oh, they're fast and furious too.
Let them have their fun. They're sitting there masturbating to pictures of me anyway, so what the fuck? Let them have their fun.
So, Kenny, you mentioned that Ruby May needs a toilet.
Ruby May needs a toilet. That's about it's 1,500 pesos.
Oh,
yep, it's not good over there.
Toilet?
That's the current situation, guys.
Is that even a hole? What is that?
It's no place I want to go. And that's the current situation. Bob, I forgot I sent you that picture. I'm glad you had that.
Even homesteaders have a bucket with sawdust.
Maybe Broadcast Barkley, who pisses on private golf courses, maybe rustle up.
He probably has servants come and do his little.
maybe Barkley's servants can come and actually help build the thing for us.
He's got a servant named Bidet.
Not so, Broadcast Barkley.
I actually have a bidet on all my toilets.
Maybe Dr. Bill Irwin, who probably gets to pee and poop in better surroundings than that, would like to help. Can we show a picture of Ruby May? We'll show the girl and her family that we're trying to help. Heart Delos, her mother. She's got 2 brothers.
Oh, yeah.
13-year-old
hard.
Ruby.
Oh, no, Daddy, I have to go here while I'm working cleaning my.
Yeah. And by the way, she was washing dishes on a rock till we bought her that table and chairs. She was sitting on a rock. I wish I still had that picture. I'm sure if I dug hard enough, I'm sure I could find it. Maybe the next show.
Try to act like she was comfortable doing it, too.
Oh, it acted like it was no big deal that her ass was sitting on a rock. Now, that's 14-year-old Ruby May once she got her. And we got her hair done for her. She was really upset with her hair. She's a school kid. And yeah, Filipinos will make fun of you if your clothes aren't up to style and if your shoes aren't up to date and if you don't have a uniform like the other kids and your hair looks a little nasty. They make fun of you. And that's 14-and-a-half-year-old Ruby May with her Jade Cargill impersonation. And she will be 15 November the 29th. She said, Daddy, I would like a dress for my birthday. I said, well, you will have a dress for your birthday. They don't cost much. We can get her a dress for $10 or less. So I told her, oh, Daddy, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, and I'm thrilled these kids call me Daddy. I mean, if they don't have one helping them and they look at Uncle Bob and whatever they call Coltrane, the illegitimate stepfather, whatever they call Coltrane.
The weird Uncle
Daddy
came in teen years.
Yeah, but and Coltrane has a couple of teenage daughters. Well, one of them technically not a teenager anymore.
One's 20 now. Yeah.
Yeah, she's too old for me. I can't waste my time with her. But yeah.
Thank God. And
so I don't know. So you have 5,000 subscribers, and we struggle to get 30 to 40 live viewers in here. And it used to be it was nothing for us to get 5,000 or 10,000 viewers over the course of a week. Now YouTube claims that we get between 15,000 and 20,000 views a month. I guess people are watching a lot of old shows. I don't know. The numbers are so fucked with the live views. The live views don't even count. And what's up, Kevin Marr? How you doing? So, Bob, what do you think the goal is for tonight to try to get everybody taken care of? Kevin Marr has donated $10, so we can add 10 more to the totals. And Kevin Marr and TC from the NC are normally always good for $10 on every show. What time is your show? Now.
Who said that?
Jambi, one of our new people. Jambi says she also needs a toilet. I said, well, the other people asked first.
Hey,
Jambi heard me talking about trying to get, and Jambi is 31. Name starts with a J, so you have to talk to her. And then there's another young lady named Giselle who says that she just got evicted. And I didn't even add this to the list of shit because their request came in after the other people. Giselle, we helped get some food and school supplies for her kid, but she was 2 months behind on her rent. She didn't bother to tell me that part. Her rent is, I think she says she owes 2,500 pesos, but that covers 2 months. So it's about $50. Her rent's $25 a month, guys. And it's hard for them to afford when you're trying to feed your kid, put them in school. her I don't know if it was a husband or a boyfriend, but he left her recently, and she's trying to do shit on her. Yeah, go figure. And she's trying to do shit on her own. She's trying to do shit on her own. And her name is Giselle Baccongol, Baconggol, and Jambi Carnico, Conarco. How would you pronounce that, Bob?
Carnico.
Pretty educated guy.
Oh, yeah.
Carnico,
What was that first name?
Conarco. Carnico, I guess. Jambi C.
Carnisal, maybe.
Jambi C and Giselle B. How's that? So Jambi and Giselle
Jezebel
are two
and
new J names, which you have to.
That sounds like a soap opera character, don't it?
Don't it now? Don't it now? Yeah. So and then of course my sweet little friend Jasmine, who I've become very close to in recent a couple of months, chatted with her family a few times, about to become a school teacher, and I am going to launch a campaign probably late November to see if we can raise the money to get her a laptop, a real good, decent new one. I think is like 35,000 pesos. I said, if you can find something for 20,000 pesos or under, maybe if we dedicate a couple of weeks on the show, because she needs a good laptop her last 6 months of college, and then something when she starts teaching in June. And I'm proud as hell of her, smart as she can be, pretty as can be. But again, I've never met an ugly Filipino, and well, Billy Sellers maybe, but no, he's not Filipino, so that don't count. So, but I did promise her that we will do everything we can to raise the money to launch her teaching career, because she's about to graduate. She has put in almost 3.5 years of college now, and takes it very seriously. Will not miss a class for anything. She is going to school, guys, from 7 in the morning and gets home at 8 at night. And she's on some observation island, which is a 4-week course in what she's doing right now. And she's smart as she can be. And she's telling me some of the kids are figuring out how to do shit that she's not figuring out. I said, hey, just do the best you can. Just do the best you can. I was reasonably bright in school, but I couldn't figure out some shit, and I couldn't figure out algebra. I was smart as shit in some subjects and could smoke your ass in spelling contest and history and geography. But when it come to algebra and geometry, I was fucked. And I didn't take any shame in that. That was just something I wasn't good at. I was good at other things.
And supposedly you're supposed to be good at one if you're bad at the other. I was bad at both.
Yeah. Oh, my. Now, basic math I did okay with. Basic math and figuring
That's what my class was called, math.
Yeah, I was okay with basic math, but, the basic 4. But, boy, when it comes to geometry and algebra, I'd sit there like, you got to be fucking me.
Our kids were taking calculus.
I wasn't good at Spanish class either. And the only word I learned in Spanish class, I think, was puse, because I liked how it sounded. Get your mind out of the gutter, rising. And because I would laugh every time I heard the word. So, as a child. Why I can't see you live on Facebook? Okay, allow me to answer that real quick. Because, as I told you earlier, we're not on Facebook. We're on YouTube only tonight. See how easy that was?
Yeah.
And Giselle just sent me a picture of her and her kids, so I'm going to send that to Bob so you can see who else we're trying to help. I don't think I've had a picture of her and her kid together. Giselle is 23 and Jambi is 31. She don't look 31. She don't look 31, but that's Giselle. She's the 23-year-old. And let me see if I have a picture of Jambi here real quick. I'm sure I got something of her in here somewhere. Lord. Oh, my ex-girlfriend from back in 2012 saw my new profile picture. She writes me, and I guess this is a compliment. She says, "Oh my God, you look yummy like apple."
I mean, you're rounded or what?
Yes, if you like apples, that's a compliment.
So then she's like, "No, maybe take a
never been told that." So, how many of the fans in here tonight think I look yummy? Like she looks yummy like an apple.
You look delicious.
No, but that's Giselle, and she's apparently homeless right now, just trying to find places to stay each night and feed her son. And I sent her money for food a couple of weeks ago, but She owes 2,500 pesos for rent for the landlord to let her move back in. So that's about $50 just for her. So those of you that are watching that give a shit about people, you know, she's going to try. Yeah, I hate to send this picture because people are going to think it's just a sexy picture. She's proud of it. And for a 31-year-old woman, I'd be proud of it too. You know, if I look like that, I'd pose like this too. But this is a picture of her, and I thought she was in her 20s, but she's 31 and has a kid in school. And okay, she's going to try to open her YouTube. I think there might be another picture of her floating around in here somewhere. Oh, and yesterday was JMB's birthday. So she turned 31 October. No, today's her birthday. Well, over there, it's tomorrow. But today here in America is her birthday, and she turned 31 today. So, because when she said today's my birthday and I'm having fried rice, I said, well, great. And I said, are you 23 or 24 today? She said, no, I'm 31. And I said, oh, shit. Holding up all right. And her kid recently had some trouble with his ear, and some of the money I'd sent her from a couple of weeks ago, he had something really fucking with his ear real bad. And it's all written here, but it's way too long to get into during the course of the show. But
like an infection
yeah, that picture of her. All right, I'll try to open my YouTube. All right, there you go. So that'll introduce you to Jambi, who's 31 today, technically, here in America. Giselle is 23, I think. And Giselle needs some rent money, but I didn't even add those two to the list of what we're trying to help tonight because the other people made their request first. And so we try to do the best we can, but I told them I'm at the mercy of the donations that come into this show. Kevin Marr, you want to throw up Jazzy Jana? She's got a wrench. She might block all of us if we ain't careful. We do it.
Where were you when I took geometry in high school? Our teacher looked like Princess Fiona.
It took me like 3 years to get the 1 year of math I needed to graduate.
Oh Lord. I don't know if I've ever confessed this on the show or not, but I needed 1 credit to graduate, and I had to go to summer school my senior year because part of the problem is I spent 6 weeks hospitalized with 2 ear surgeries my senior year because I had a hole in my eardrum. So I missed 6 weeks of school, and they weren't going to let me graduate just because of that. But my grades were high enough in every other class. They gave me more or less the mercy ruling. But I had to go to summer school to get my 1 credit that I did not get in algebra / geometry. So I don't know what I took, but I passed it and got my diploma. But no, I had to go to summer school because I missed 6 weeks of school that year. I think
my roommate negotiated Washington.
They said I missed 40 days total for the year. That's a lot of days to miss school, but I was having ear problems out the ass and had a surgery at Jewish Hospital that was botched, the first one. The second one didn't really go great, and they wanted to do a third one. I said, fuck it. I ain't going through this shit no more because the surgeries were hard to recover from. They were painful. And if water got still to this day, I can't let water get in my ears, but as you can hear, I hear just fine.
What caused that?
Don't know. They never were able to give an answer. They said they think I was born with a hole in my eardrum.
Oh, so you never took like
they detected it when I was 6 and waited till I was 18 to do anything about it. Maybe because we had insurance then. I don't know. I had to do it last night. Well, yeah, Billy, I understand. Explains why you don't listen. Oh, we have a dick in the chat room tonight, don't we?
Don't we?
I never got paid to listen. I got paid to talk. No one ever paid me to listen to shit, but a lot of people paid me to talk. So, as I have been invited to speak at the Democratic little convention thing they got down here, I told them they might not want to do. I warned them that if you asked me to talk, Bob, I got a exclamation point when I sent you that picture. Do you have any idea why I would have got that?
Because it didn't send, and I didn't get it.
You didn't get the picture?
Nope.
Yeah, you did. You showed the picture of Giselle. Oh, you did not.
Oh, you put it up, yeah.
Oh. Maybe I've sent too many pictures today. Hang on here.
Yes, your picture limit has been.
Is there a limit now? Well, here's 2 pictures of hers, not the one I just tried to send you. Let's see if you get this one.
All right, I got both of those.
You got both of those. Well, let me see why you didn't get the other one.
I got the one with the kid, right? And then I got
you got the one with the kid, and then I sent you 2 pictures of Jambi. Yeah. But my favorite one is the one where she's laying on a sofa or something, and she's wearing red, and she looks cute as hell in it. Certainly doesn't look like a 31-year-old woman to me. I'll find it again.
That's not the one you flashed up. How old was the one you just put up?
Well, that one's 23.
Oh, well, okay.
That's Giselle. That's not Jambi.
Okay.
Giselle is the one that needs help with. Okay, I'm going to try Jambi in red again. That sounds like a song, don't it?
Jambi in red.
So let's try Jambi in red one more time. And she's trying to watch the show on YouTube. Well, fuck. Bob, you didn't get it again.
Maybe
let me try Bob's.
Let me try blood pressure medication needs to kick in or something.
Yeah, I'm going to try Bob's individual account and see if he gets that.
Here's this. There she is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
she's 30 something.
Does that look 31 to you guys? She's 31 today. No, I don't. Oh. No, that don't look 31 to me.
She got a little sass on her too.
She does have a little bit of sass on her. And I could take that phrase a step further.
What?
For tonight's show, I won't add the second part to that.
Sass. Okay.
Got a little sass on her. A little sass.
Well, now I got a smiley face from you.
You got a smiley face? Okay. Well, hang on here. Yeah, because I had to move you to the top. I'm going to see if I got a picture of Jazz, because I don't think we've ever shown Jasmine's picture on the show. And she turns 20. She's either 22 or 23 on her next birthday. She's been in college the last 4 years. And Jasmine just does not take a bad picture, even though she feels otherwise. And we're just trying to show you the people here we're trying to help. So hang on here. I'll find something here in a minute. Well, the picture of her on the beach. Shit, I ain't even going to send that one. Yeah, there's a picture of her on the beach. She says guys do not find her pretty. I said, well, you must hang out at the Filipino School for the Blind.
You know, a lot of times people just don't know when somebody's flirting with them.
Yeah. I asked her, I said, do you have a boyfriend? And she says, no. The boys here like the pretty girls. Oh, okay. You're not one of those, huh? Okay. All right. God damn. She sent me 100 pictures. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble finding one. Well, I found the one on the beach, but that's a pretty sexy picture. So we want to show a little bit normal picture because she's wearing her jeans and
not the ones with the back arched and
her little cut off. There's a picture of Stevie Nicks from at 83.
What up?
Is Stevie 78?
76, I think.
I thought.
I thought I saw 78 on Google, but she's got to be among the oldest people ever.
God bless you. Appreciate your support.
What's that?
Billy?
Billy's going to watch the Coltrane show tomorrow, which you can watch right there at youtube.com/@JadedZen. Make sure you subscribe. And by the way, if you're here tonight watching the show, hit the like button, okay? That helps the algorithms.
Too. That helps too.
The more people that hit like, the more likely it is to show up in the feeds of some.
I'll see 300 people watch the show on Facebook and 1 share. 300 views, 1 share. I do not understand it. It's not that big of a fucking problem. If you're taking the time to watch the show, why can you not hit a like button and a share button? Do you have a reason that that's an issue? There was an easier way I could have done this, and I didn't do it. God damn. Come on, Kenny. Shit. Y'all talk wrestling while I do. Well, here, this is a for her birthday, I got her a couple of dresses that cost like $7. This is one of them. So there's probably, shit. Let me see if it shows me. God damn, it won't even click.
Where are some of these other comments coming from?
What other comments?
There's a guy there I do not see on the YouTube side.
I only see Billy Sellers. That's the last comment I see. Just hit the like button. He's trying. Oh, Brian Hammer.
Brian right there.
Well, I don't know.
I don't see him on the.
He's not telling me anything I don't know. So
Brian, right? At least we know what side you're on, bro.
Yeah, always good to know that, right? It says can't load high resolution, so I'll screenshot it and then Bob can do with it what he can. All right, but we'll try that. This is her in her new dress. Yes, Giselle says that's my son. Well, we figured that part out. This is that's a recent picture of her. I think I got that dress for her. I got her 4 dresses for $12. 4 for $12 on some shoppy thing they do over there.
Ross's dress for less.
And I told her to count it as her. Here, Bob, I'll edit that real quick and make it a little bigger for you. So let me edit that and resend it to you. Take out all that border shit. And this will be a little bit better. There you go. But that is Giselle, and she's the one. I'm sorry. That is not Giselle. That is fuck. That is Jasmine. A lot of J's. Giselle, Jasmine, and Jambi. I was going through the roll call. I think these are the 3 most recent people we've started helping, and of course, all 3 start with a J. FYI,
how are you watching this, Brian? Are
you watching this? So
I see him now. I see the comment.
Yeah, he appeared this time, but he wasn't on there last time. So
yeah, that was weird.
Who's that?
Brian. He didn't show up on the YouTube side, but he does now.
Oh, really?
He hits the like button, so you're good.
Well, that's something, right? That's something. And Coltrane, I went to your individual account. I didn't give you the edited version, but that is Jasmine for those of you that haven't seen her yet. And let's see here. Well, Brian, you might not have social media, which probably means you save a shitload of money, and you could probably make a donation if you think the show is great. That would be nice of you.
She is pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty girl. And she says, no, guys do not find me pretty. They like the pretty girls. I said, well, fuck, I'd like to see the pretty girls. If you're not considered
she's one just misunderstanding some flirting is what that is.
Well, and there's if that ain't pretty, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's skin all smooth.
She's her birthday comes up. Her birthday's December the 15th, I think, 16th. Excuse me, because mine's March 16th. Yeah, hers is December 16th. She will be, I think, 22. I think she turns 22, and she's going to be a school teacher starting in June. And I'm proud as hell of her. I've chatted with her parents, her mom and dad are just a nice thing to be. Her little brother tries to chat with me, but he doesn't know English as good as her. The parents don't know English, but talking to her is like talking to you guys. I mean, her English is perfect. And even gets my sense of humor, which not all Filipinos do. I'll crack a little joke on her sometimes, and she gets them. Not many Filipinos get my humor. So that's a step.
Be careful. Like I'll tell a joke to
I think only one time she didn't get my joke. Only one time she didn't get it. I said, at least I found out you're human, because every other joke I've ever told her, she got. And then I told her one the other day and she didn't get it. She thought I was being mean. I said,
they watch a lot of American TV.
Not to my knowledge. They have a TV, but I don't know how much American TV they watch.
So I was wondering if they caught on from that or what.
Oh no. So I think we're up to date on. Did we ever show Jambi's picture?
No.
Jambi is so we got this one.
That's Giselle. She's 23.
Gorgeous.
That's Giselle. She's 20. She's also 23.
Oh, that's
Jambi. Yeah, that's Jambi. Did you get Jambi in red?
Well, that's I don't know.
Well, if she's wearing red, that's Jambi.
She almost doesn't even look Filipino.
No, I don't have Jambi in red.
Italian.
Yeah, I didn't ask her.
Really bright, big eyes.
I didn't go that far into it, but let's put it this way: she lives, I think, in Calbiog. Yeah,
she's got that kind of wave to her hair.
Calbiog.
Yeah. I think most of the people we help are in Calbiog.
Yes.
Reddit wrote me, but they didn't make a donation. So the last donation we got was $10 from Kevin Marr, $10 from TC from the NC, and $15 from Daniel Limley, and that is it. So 15, 20,
35. You know what? That's not going to pay anybody's rent. That's not going to buy anybody's toilet.
That's not going to pay no rent. That ain't going to buy a toilet. That ain't gonna do jack.
Buy any medicine. Yay, guys.
So you did or did not get Jambi in red?
Did not get Jambi in red.
How the fuck did you not get that?
I don't know.
Let me look and see if I sent it to you. That might be. Oh, okay. Well, there's a reason I haven't sent it to you yet.
Well,
all right.
That helps.
Let me. Yeah, it helps to send it, don't it? Let me. Jambi in red. That'd be a great song if anybody'd ever write it.
Yeah, no, she's gorgeous. When her hair is thicker than the average Filipino, it almost has like a wave to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of wet look.
Let's see here.
Hey, Jimmy Carter was able to cast his vote today.
Oh, did he?
He made it.
Yep, he made it.
That's Jambi in red.
Vote.
Made it to 100.
Made it to 100, and now
I can just rest.
And
that would be nice to live to election day.
Jasmine wearing her varsity jacket. Hers had an A on it, I think, for asshole for me. But that's Jasmine. She got her varsity jacket like many of the Filipinos and girls have done. She got that. God, I forget how much it was. That's Dutch Mantel trying to call me. Let me kick out and see what that's.
We're so Dutch.
That could be important, though. You never know.
It could be.
Back in the hospital, Kenny.
He's still in the hospital. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
All right. So there's Jambi in red.
Oh wow. Yeah, she's a party one.
And there's leather jacket.
With the librarian look.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a librarian look.
Librarian.
Hair back, put it up in a bun, slowly take the hair down.
Her quarterback boyfriend's jacket on.
Something like that. Yeah, but
Stevie Nicks has a new song out. I love Steven.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks, Steven Tyler. Almost the same.
Stevens. Stephen Bono.
Yeah, Stephen Bono.
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. No, not Steve Perry. I won't go that far.
Yeah, that's true. Is he still touring?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Because I thought he had his own tour for a while. Because I know Journey's out. They were here in August, actually.
Yeah, I really like some of the, I'm a child of the 60s, obviously, and I love some of the music. I love the Moody Blues, right? One of my favorite bands. And it's like, hey, the Moody Blues are going to be in town. There's like one guy from the original band, and he's like the third bass player is like the only guy left from the original group, right?
Well, it's like Skinner. You ain't getting nobody that you actually had.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough
people have ever played on the radio.
I was lucky enough to see him about 25 years ago. And
there's I love.
I can barely hear you guys. I had to turn the volume down so I can hear him, but yeah, he's giving me an update on all of his shit, and he got a bad signal, so he's calling me right back. But I should be back in 5 minutes or so. So let me get his update, and then I'll come back and let you know what I can share of that call. And he's not happy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well,
so I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. So y'all do what you want.
All right, let's party and celebrate.
Poor Jana. Sure is the voice of. Why he is? It's just the journey sucks.
Well, remember they got that Asian dude that sounded just like him.
Yeah,
I mean it was like dead ringer voice style.
Yeah,
they had one in the middle that was and then this other guy.
Yeah, then that guy that
his name was.
It's like that voice is not coming out of that face.
Yeah, and doesn't he have like a similar name even? Let me see, Journey.
It's like Steve Ferry or something like that.
Okay, Journey band.
Journey's lead singer now is a man named Arnel Pineda.
Right now is the guy?
He's actually a Filipino, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just want to say it with my chest and be wrong. I had no idea Santana was an original member of the band.
Tito Santana?
Yeah.
On delay.
Let's see.
He did that song
by
on delay.
Members of Santana, the Steve Miller Band, and Frumius Bandersnatch. Never heard that name. Frumius Bandersnatch.
That just sounds like a made-up name.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but like I love some of those older bands. It's just that I don't want to see the band that it's not, it's like 80% made,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I loved when I was young. I loved the association, the great harmonies, but it's like two people who are sons of the original guys are in there now, and it's like, just don't. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Quite work, right? Like I'm watching a cover band is what I'm watching at this point.
Pretty much. And it's really weird when there's absolutely nobody left. Like it's just the name.
Like the Drifters or the Coasters. You go watch them now, and it's like these are the 45th and 46th members of the Coasters, and they're like, dun, da, 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 dun. Okay, well, guys, you can do the most. Yay. Lip syncing to this.
There's a long fucking article. Yeah, Arnel Pineda. The one before him was
Temptations. Yeah, there you go. Another band.
Oh yeah.
Well, and like I was a big fan of the Monkees, right? But
I actually was too.
Yeah, and so
I prefer them over the Stones, actually.
I love a lot of their music. I mean, they did some really, really good music.
Oh, and I love the show too. Like it kept my attention as a little kid.
Yeah. Now watching it today, I'm like,
it's corny as hell now.
This is really corny, but yeah. As a kid, it was just hilarious hijinks. But you know what? It's funny because like it sort of reminds me of the Three Stooges, like lots of real physical humor. But the Three Stooges kind of holds up. I could watch the Three Stooges today and I still find it just as funny as ever. But I could not at all. All right. Well, Kenny's going to come back here in just a second. So,
well, I'm going to do this the smart way because I'm going to call you right back to Dutch is a little different than most people's. I'm going to call you right back. He might call me tomorrow. So I'll just sit here till the phone fucking rings.
There you go.
Then I'll answer the phone.
I'm going to step out for just.
No sense of me sitting here just watching the fucking dead air, I guess. Hang on here. Give myself a little more volume.
Is he back home at least?
Halfway here, you guys. What did Bob do?
He said he'll be right back.
All right. Probably got to go pee. Probably in his luxury toilet. Oh, I think I sent Bob a screenshot today of a big black toilet that says something about taking a sip on it. It was a Darth Vader-ish looking toilet. I have to admit, I'd like to have it. It was a good looking toilet. You sound good, Kenny. I know.
Feel good too.
You just can't compliment some people, can you? I know. Kenny, you look yummy like apple. I know. Whatever.
How do you respond to that?
Now, if you'd have told me I look yummy like a Halloween candied apple, then I'd have took that as a compliment. Oh, yeah. I love a good old candied apple. Yeah, caramel covered apples with the sprinkled walnuts or whatever they are.
And it's impossible to not slobber when you bite into it.
Will Pantier, the big old pirate fan, has
I hit the damn like button.
Who I never fucking see anymore. He's badgeless, donationless, but he did hit the damn like button.
Did hit the damn like button though.
Everybody hit the goddamn like button. I said God for those that I used to get criticized.
Call Kenny back when you get a chance. Okay. Thanks, Dutch. Bye.
You Bob in here. The
what is that some bitch doing out there?
Yeah, I guess he thought that we only do 1 hour shows over here and I'd be done by 10:05. I don't know. Will Pantier, I guess because of the ass whipping the Reds put on them this year. Actually, they didn't. We beat them in the standings, but the Pirates basically knocked us out of the playoffs because we just couldn't beat those fuckers head to head for anything. Everybody else did. But we seem to have a problem with that. And we would beat the good teams. I think we did good against Arizona. We did good against the Dodgers, did good against the Braves. Couldn't beat the fucking
Rangers,
the Schittsburg Pirates. We couldn't beat them. So, guys, we are getting destroyed tonight on trying to help these people.
Yeah.
We have John Cena Sr. on here. We have Mark Henry on here. I go over and do Renee's show. You better have saw it live or you didn't see it. Yeah. Oh, what happened?
If you didn't see it, you ain't going to.
Yeah. What happened over there is that Flash Flanagan wanted to get into a debate about how Kamala Harris is a flip-flopper. She has changed her opinion on fracking. I said, okay, that's your problem. I said, now let's go to Donald Trump. What has he changed his opinion on over the last 4 years? And do I have to sit here and name everything that he has said one thing one day? Sometimes he doesn't even wait a day. He'll say it, realize how fucking stupid it was. And then he's changed his opinion on abortion. He's changed his opinion on just countless fucking numbers of things that he has changed his opinion on. How many weeks it should be, whether it should be federally mandated, whether it should be a national mandate, whether it should go back to the states. Well, if it goes back to the states, that's pretty much a federal ban, because if only half the states let you have an abortion, well, half the women have the right to choose what goes on with their body, and half of them don't. I mean, goddamn, you might as well go back to the North and the South and start the Civil War all over again. I mean,
that's what it is right now.
So then I said, and the other problem is, I said, I can never, be it a Republican, independent, or a Democrat, Flash, I cannot vote for a person who settled out of court with 12 children between the 70s and the 90s. I can't vote for a convicted rapist. I can't vote for a person who's been accused of sexual assault 36 times. 23 of them have filed charges, and 12 of them are waiting on court dates as soon as he gets done with all of his other court dates. That's the best your party has to offer, Flash, a convicted rapist. And I said rapist a lot of times, and which normally when I'm talking about Donald Trump, I do, because it's a fact. Anthony Scaramucci states it on MSNBC, CNN, and if Fox News had him on, he would say it over there as well. And the judge said, you have been convicted of sexual assault, and in this state, what you did is rape. That is exactly what the judge said. He's quoted it saying it. You can Google it if you don't believe me. You can make up shit all you want. Because my brother, well, I don't think he was convicted of rape. He was okay with sexual assault.
Yeah,
I don't think he was convicted of rape. So, so right when I found out the show wasn't up anymore, like seconds after I'd left the show, I said, Renee, because it told me the show was private, and that if I wanted access to the show, to contact the person that owned the show. I said, Renee, I said, people are trying to watch the show. It ain't there. What's up? Oh, you said the word rape a lot of times, and YouTube doesn't like that. Fuck YouTube. So, you know, if that's the description, if that's the charge, what am I supposed to call it? Ambitious playfulness? What am I fucking supposed to call it?
There's a lot of stupid shit you got to get around with these algorithms. You have to spell sex.
Yeah, if I got to work that hard to get around the algorithms, I don't want to do it. You know, like I said, if Bob sets up a show to where we can avoid all those topics, I'm happy to do it. And if not, then we'll just keep doing what we're fucking doing here. But we would have to avoid all that shit. Just talk about sports and wrestling and whatever, and avoid foul language, which I can do. I worked on a Christian broadcast channel and only said fuck twice. Yeah, I did good. And so,
but just dropping
my grandma
F-bombs
used to like baseball teams when she was alive, Kenny. Well, I bet she still likes it. I'm just assuming. My Uncle Charlie is who got me into this. He was the first atheist I ever knew, was the most caring and loving man, and helped my family more than anybody in our family, was the atheist. Those Bible-thumping Christians on the Bolin side, especially, wouldn't do jack shit for you.
Rather talk about you than help you.
They'd rather talk about what a pathetic piece of shit you are than to try to help you not be a pathetic, poor piece of shit. And but no,
kindest people I know are atheists.
Uncle Charlie went to school for 2 weeks, determined he didn't like it, taught himself to do aluminum siding, and he became one of the better aluminum siding people in all of Kenton County, in the Cincinnati metropolis area. That was pretty much his area. And he did very well for himself. He owned a lot of land, owned 2 or 3 homes, went to school for 2 weeks, and was an atheist. Now, he'd tell you exactly what he thought. I remember when they were wanting me to go to church when I was 6 or 7 years old in Cincinnati. And he says, Kenny, here's what you do. And this is how you make it worth your while to go to church. He says, put in 50 cents, take out $1. If I do that every Sunday, and if you can double your money back in the 1966 or 67, that's not too bad. So I hate family like that. Well, I've had a lot of them, man. I've had a lot of them.
I have some extended family that's like that.
Somebody, I made a comment on one of my old friends who happens to be a Kamala Harris supporter, an ex-girlfriend from Humana from back in the early 90s. And she made a post pro Kamala Harris, wanting to know what the people were thinking of when they vote for Donald Trump. What the fuck are you thinking? Well, one of the people posted with the last name McCrae, which is her last name. And he was so fucking pro-Trump. He had so much tiny orange cock in his mouth. It was unbelievable. So I let him have it. And then Carrie writes back and says, Kenny, that was my brother. He was just posting his opinion. I said, yeah, and I don't give a fuck it was your brother. I posted mine. He was responding to what I said, and I told him what I thought about it. So, yeah, I don't give a fuck he's your brother. And I said, well, she said, most of my family's conservative. They're entitled to their opinions. I said, yeah, as I am mine. Exactly. I said, remember, I am raised in a family that's probably 95% Trumpers. At least on the Rising side. The Bolin side is probably 80% Trumpers. 75%.
Entitled to your opinion unless you don't like it.
Yeah, unless you don't like it. Now, if you don't like that opinion, that's a whole nother fucking different story.
Entitled to my opinion.
Like Trump wanting to arrest everybody that disagrees with him. Well, Yumpkin or Bumpkin, whatever that governor is in Virginia, said Trump never said that. He never said he was going to arrest all those. So
never made fun of that reporter either.
Jim Acosta plays him the clip. And he said, in case you don't believe what you just heard, let me read it to you. Here's the quotes. And he reads it to him. He says, what about that? He says, oh, no, he's talking about people that cross our border, having the military arrest them. No, he's not. He says, did who's the two that really, Adam Kinzinger and
Liz Cheney.
He says, did they cross the border to cast votes in this country? No. They were congressmen and senators. And he wants to have
military tribunals
because they tried to hold him accountable for his crimes. No, Mr. Yumpkin, Bumpkin, whatever the fucker's name is.
Or he said he used the National Guard for
what the president meant, and he says former president. And then he claims he left peacefully. No, he didn't.
He did, finally. No,
he didn't.
On the 20th.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that said that was a
I
peaceful
left
protest.
the day I was supposed to leave. He said, yeah, after you caused a fucking insurrection. Well, we can't help what a few people did when they went down to the Capitol. You told them to go to the Capitol.
We departed peacefully.
You waved them through because they had parameters set up to where you couldn't bring guns in. Trump said, let them bring the guns in. They're not here for me. They're here for everybody else.
Later, Billy. Don't be
wave them in. So people are just stupid.
So now, did you see the exciting rally that he had last night?
Well,
yes, I saw the 39-minute dance marathon. Y'all don't want to ask any questions. We don't need any more questions. So we're going to dance for 40 minutes.
When he swayed like Otis Campbell.
And even a dog murderer that was up there with him, he had the dog murderer on stage with him. I think that's the one. Is that the dog murderer that was with him? Yeah, that was the one. So she's trying to wrap the thing up.
Or whatever.
He's trying to wrap the thing up. He's playing all the music he's being sued not to play. Well, he's being sued for so much money now. What the fuck? So I'll just stick it in their face. I'm just going to keep playing their music anyway, even though they're suing me not to play it. Even though judges have told him to quit playing YMCA, he still keeps playing it. So an anti-gay guy, an anti-transgender guy is playing the gayest group ever in the history of music that I know of, maybe other than Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax, don't do it unless you want to stuck to it.
Oh, man.
And he plays their music, and they're up there trying to do the Y. And he danced, or whatever you call that, for 39 minutes at a rally that he went to that was supposed to be a question and answer town hall. And it was so hot in the building. He was an hour. I just found this out today. He was an hour late getting there. And the building was so hot, people were passing up. People were having to be medically attended to while he was trying to ramble. People were yelling at him. It's too hot in here. We need air. Oh, no, I'm fine with this. This is good for you. We all need to lose 4 or 5 pounds. Your big fat orange orangutan ass might need to lose 4 or 5 pounds, but all the other senior citizens in the crowd that are at your Klan rally might not care to die in 98-degree heat in an indoor building. I mean, even I get a little uncomfortable with 86 in here. I can imagine being in the 90s. out in Coachella or wherever the fuck he was from. Oh, and did you hear?
Oh, and then the bus didn't come forward.
There was a sheriff that wanted credit for taking down the 3rd assassination attempt. Have you heard about this, Bob? There's a sheriff out in California that wanted to take credit for being the guy who took down the 3rd assassination attempt of Donald Trump. They arrested some guy who was on the property somewhere that had 2 unregistered guns, and they claimed it was a plotted assassination attempt by the Democrats. Turned out the guy that he arrested is a friend of his. He's one of 14 people that was in the sheriff's phone. They're videoed in a backseat of a car together discussing what an advantage it would be if Trump were assassinated and we could put a younger version of Trump in office. They're on video.
So that's
talking about that. The guy so apparently they got the guy to agree to be arrested, and the sheriff was going to get him off the hook or something to make it look like the sheriff stopped a 3rd. They said he's a diehard Trumper, but he goes on the press acting like he's just stopped a 3rd assassination attempt, apparently not realizing they're going to catch him. So, I mean, even sheriffs are fucking dumb fucks. But he's a diehard Trumper, arrested a guy who's a friend of his who he's been seen in the back seat with, talking about what an advantage it would be if somebody did assassinate Trump, because then we could put in a younger version of Trump, a.k.a. J.D. Vance, who was also called Trump Hitler. Not all that long ago.
Yeah, I saw I think it was earlier this week or late last week, the 25th Amendment was trending on Twitter. And the entire thing was everyone, once Trump is elected,
realize he's setting himself up with J.D. Vance.
They'll invoke the 25th, and then they'll get J.D. in there, who's the real puppet of the billionaire.
Oh, I could see that. Oh, I could certainly see that. Have J.D. Vance. And, of course, every Democrat would probably think about going along with it. Either that or you just hope Trump dies
twice,
first.
right? You're like, do
Trump
I really want to
didn't even know that Mike Johnson was 3rd in line to be president. He didn't know the Speaker of the House was 3rd in line.
Good Lord.
He did not know. This was just a couple days ago. I don't know who's after J.D. Vance who would be 3rd in line, or after Kamala who would be 3rd. He didn't know the Speaker of the House was 3rd. And when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker, she was 3rd in line. If the president and the vice president get wiped out, Nancy becomes president. Now it would be Mike Johnson, who helped orchestrate the insurrection. Boy, that's a great fucking idea, isn't it?
Did you see where he left a bunch of supporters stranded because he didn't pay the bus bill?
Yeah, that was Coachella.
Yeah,
he paid to get them bused there, but didn't pay, and it was like 3 or 4 miles to get back to their cars in desert heat.
Yep,
and he did not pay for them. 3 buses. There were supposed to have been 22 buses come pick them up. He didn't pay for the buses to go get them. He just fucking left. He left them all stranded. 3 buses took pity on them, even though they weren't paid to do it. Didn't pay for the fucking rally, as usual. He never pays for those rallies. And left those old motherfuckers, because there wasn't hardly anybody there under the age of fucking 55. And left those motherfuckers stranded in the desert because he didn't give a fuck. He wanted to, and then he claimed that nobody was leaving his rally. They were, because they couldn't stand the fucking heat.
Yeah.
CNN had cameras there showing people, and he sees them leaving, but he points out, nobody's leaving. Keep playing the music. He said that because people were leaving. They didn't want to stay there and fucking dance. Now there were people that stayed. There's stupid people everywhere you go.
Well, even in air conditioning buildings, they were taking off early.
Well, that's been since Atlanta and everywhere else, and a lot of these places have been half a house, if that. They show the entire upper level with nobody. Well, I got news for you, and not the crowd size gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck who shows up at these things. Who's going to show up to vote is what fucking matters. I don't give a fuck who go. Look at all the thousands of people that showed up at his rallies before, and he lost by over 7 million votes. So it don't matter. It's going to be must-see TV when they get crushed in this election. Well, I'm not going to be that confident because there's more stupid racist fucks in this country than I thought. And more people believe stupid shit than I thought. People believe that they don't realize that the border crossings are down over 30% since even Trump was in office.
And what people don't believe
it because he says otherwise. People don't believe that inflation is lower now than it was when Trump left office. People don't want to believe that.
Or that
That's
the entire
probably Dutch.
world was in a recession.
Well, see, they don't. The people
Well, it only rang one time.
People are selfish, right? They don't. All they care about is what's my pocketbook being affected. It doesn't matter
right now.
Well, I've said this before. It did not matter who was president. Prices were going to skyrocket.
Let me kick out, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, all right. Prices were going to skyrocket post-pandemic because the law of supply and demand takes place, right? There's no supply and there's a high demand. What happens? Price goes up.
And people don't understand that basic bullshit. And it was always like, well, when Trump was in office, I know the gas was lower and I had more. Well, you know what? We weren't driving. There was a pandemic. That's why gas was low. Like nobody was going any fucking where.
Yeah, it's because you were, the people were in body bags in the back of refrigerator trucks because, they don't think people. And I've got really good friends that are just this diehard Trump. And I'm like, what is it about this guy that makes you think he cares about you? I mean, they believe the lies. They love the lies. And
a lot of people think that the president has like power to do whatever he wants. They don't understand how a law is actually passed. Like a third of all Americans don't even know the 3 branches of government. Like, they don't understand the legislation.
As a country, we're incredibly stupid.
Well, I'll even say this about like my fellow black people. Like everybody keeps talking about, well, Obama didn't do shit for us in this. Well, there was a fucking Republican Congress at that time. Right. He got a lot done for what he had to just go against.
Unilaterally start fixing things.
Right.
Right. They don't understand tariffs.
Yeah, tariffs, yes.
People, when there are tariffs, guess who pays it? The people who are importing the money. And what do? They pass that increase along to you. So you pay for it.
And I don't understand how you keep blaming the president when these companies are making record profits, which means they're charging more than they really have to. So record profits, not sales. So, I mean, why are you people all upset about the president when you ain't upset about these companies gouging the fuck out of you? But, stupidity. Well, that's all it is.
Jana brings up the FEMA thing, right? Everyone's like, they're only getting $750.
Well, he might have accidentally called me twice because all I could hear was his TV and medical staff in his room. So I hung up. I kept saying, "Can you hear me, Dad? Can you hear me, Dad?" I don't know. Old people, what are you going to do? Well, guys, we have made a grand total of $35 in 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Iceman, you good for anything tonight? Because boy, we could really use some help. Well, no, we were all wrong when he said grab them by the thing because if you're a celebrity, you can get by with that. And
I thought when he made fun of the reporter, like that,
you would think if you make fun of a handicapped reporter that would do some damage. No.
And how many people are saying that it didn't happen?
The people that support him it's like the trolls that watch this show. They are enabled by that shit.
Yeah.
And he's doing the shit they wish they had the courage to be that crass and that nasty.
No, exactly.
They want to be that nasty.
They want to be the president.
There's a lot more of us in this country that have that in them than I realized. I thought 20% of the country was that nasty. Goddamn Dutch. All right.
45.
Let me try it again.
There he's it. Oh, so much for that. No, but yeah, people are just fucking disgusting anymore. I mean,
yeah. Well, and it makes me sad that people that are my friends, and I'm like, I'm not gonna unfriend you. I'm not gonna stop. These aren't like Facebook friends that I don't really know. These people I grew up with or have known for personally for years, and I'm not gonna not be their friend because of this. But it makes me think, man, what is it about you that this guy appeals to you? And if it was strictly economics, I could sort of get like in 2016, I could sort of get it when there were folks that say, look, I'm going to hold my nose. He's an awful person, but I really honestly think that his policies are going to be better for the country than Hillary Clinton. And I don't like Hillary Clinton and she's awful and whatever. So, I mean, I get it. In 2016, I could get it. In 2020, I don't get it because you've seen 4 years of maybe we can just shine light inside of them. How about if they just take some bleach? And I said all along, if he had handled COVID halfway decently, he'd have been reelected in a landslide.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the economy was doing really well, and people vote on their pocketbooks, and they just ignore the fact that he is this horrible human being. And for me, I can't get over the horribleness of the human being.
Right. Especially with so many social policies that are just terrible, that are bigoted, that people just trying to live their lives are going to be jailed and all that kind of shit. It makes no sense to have that much energy to hate people in that sense and try to put them in jail for shit that just because you don't want to do it. It's like when people don't like a TV show like The Sopranos. They complained about that shit when not only do you not have to watch, you have to buy this fucking subscription service to even watch it to begin with. So just let everybody else have fun and shut the fuck up.
Right. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't
exactly.
Right. I lost you. Went on a little tangent with The Sopranos there, and I lost my train of thought.
Your friends,
you killed my thing. We saw this, and then the whole January 6th thing. From that point on, from the denying the election loss, setting up fake electors, trying to do the storming of the Congress, which he was calling for on Twitter. The lawyer Cohen said, Trump is good about talking in code. He says things without saying
stand down and stand by.
Yeah, which is what is he telling people to be peaceful? No, that's a
code
thing, right?
Yeah, that's a dog whistle.
On the face of it, it looks like it's okay. Hey, I want you to go there and fight like hell. Peacefully, of course, but fight like hell.
Right.
Okay.
There's a lot of people call themselves like real Americans and they'll do anything for this country, but then they're showing that they'll just do anything for themselves, Well,
and the whole idea of my country, right or wrong, that's not patriotism.
No.
That's nationalism. Or close to fascism, right?
Much.
If my country is wrong, I'm going to say my country is wrong.
Right.
My country.
Even
the ideals of my country are terrific. We do a terrible job of living up to those ideals.
Right.
We have treated our indigenous people terribly. We've treated all the minorities in this country from the beginning of time till now terribly. I don't have to walk down if I'm walking down the street in my neighborhood at night, I don't have to look over my shoulder when the cop pulls up, right?
Right.
I don't have to be concerned that I'm going to be harassed and arrested and, something else is going to go on to me.
And I always have an exit strategy whenever I leave the house.
I'm lucky enough to be a white guy, right? Yeah. So I realize that there is a double standard in this country. And there's actually more than a double standard. There's the standard for rich people.
Oh, yeah.
The standard for poor white people.
Class system.
The standard for everybody else, right?
Well, see, and even with Democrats, we'll take our own to task. How many of these Republicans are doing shit wrong? And they didn't do it. But Eric Adams in New York,
never any responsibility taken for. But I think a lot of the problem with the Democrats is that they, for whatever reason, they're seen as out of touch with the working man. Well, they want to put everything that's way, 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 way far left, like any gender assignments or anything like that. Things that the average person isn't even thinking about. Because, really, how many trans people are even in America right now? Not enough for you to be freaking out about. This, out here in Texas, Senator Cruz and Colin Allred are the race for Senate. And there's this Marine guy that comes on and says, it's a Cruz ad. And he's like, I lost both my legs in service to my country. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
And he goes, I didn't sign up to get this military people paid for their transgender sex changes.
You know what? We have that in Arizona too.
Kids. And I'm like, what? Well, they're like 2, maybe, and they aren't kids. They're at least 18 if they're in the military.
Right.
Well, they're adults. So, and then there was another attack ad running, a Trump ad this time against Harris, that some guy murdered. This guy murdered.
I saw that one too.
And now he's transgendered. So look what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and they
what
paid
that
for it.
Means?
Yeah.
You're playing this obvious hate thing for a minority, a very small minority of
very
small. I don't mean that in a minority sense,
right?
A very small number of people in this country that you're hating because you don't like the way they feel about themselves.
When you'll probably never even meet one in your life with the circles that you hang out in.
And if you probably wouldn't know it. Now, I mean, I know a couple. And,
there's a few that they don't do a very good job of looking very feminine, but I know
the transition. It's tough to transition, right?
Yeah,
I would think.
But I know some that fooled me. I found out.
Well, there you go, Gianna. You know what? You go to school and you come back.
I was about to say, how you gonna go to school and come back that day? Like, there's no recovery or anything like that.
No, it just happens. They put you in a thing and they go, "All right, you on the left." Now, I get the problem with biological boys playing girls' sports.
Right.
I see there's a problem with that because we got to be honest about the fact that boys' bodies are, for the most part, stronger, faster, whatever, than girls. Now, there are a lot of girls out there that can whip my ass.
That's what I was about to say. Like, how many girls in MMA right now that could beat the shit out of me? Just
absolutely,
if they wanted
every
to.
one of them.
Yeah. And nowadays, there's just big girls around. I've seen girls that are just my size, that not fat, but just sturdy. To put you down if they had to.
Yeah. So, but in general, I understand the arguments against it, and I would have a difficult time saying, let's just open them all up. And you know what? There's a way that you can say, let's just open them all up and say sports is sports, and there's not boy sports and girl sports. When you're in a football uniform, there's not any real, sexuality about getting smacked with somebody.
Oh, I knew a big old girl in high school that played football. And she was a bruiser.
A lot like Brock.
Oh man, she looks like a caricature of herself. It looks like Brock with a wig on.
Yeah, Brock in drag.
Yeah.
Although I didn't say that, that's only a joke, Brock.
Yeah. Like New Jack said, just dropped to my knees and punch him in the nuts.
Bolin just gave Brock my number. I'm dead man now.
He's got to come down from Canada and all.
Yeah, all that. So, did you watch any of Raw last night?
No, I missed it. I saw highlights on Instagram of some of the things.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Jimmy Uso came over to Raw to talk to Jay.
Yeah, I did see that clip.
Jay's like, go away. I want nothing to do with you. So it's like, hey, a wrestler has a memory.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, what month are we in? October? So probably by, you think the Rumble, they'll be back together? Or
Survivor Series. They'll be back together by Survivor Series.
And it'll be War Games probably.
Yes. Yeah, the War Games at Survival Series will be Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to think of, so it'd be Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. And
Jay. So you got Solo, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Wonga, and Wonga Tonga.
Yeah. Yeah, how you got the last name for the first name?
You could do Sami Zayn. You could do Sami Zayn as the other Oos. Or you could bring in Oofa Loofah. There are a bunch
of Zillow or whatever.
Now, did you see the one that was one of the NOI guys is wrestling an independent thing, and there's this white guy who was doing.
Oh yeah, got the shit slapped out of him.
Just got absolutely beat. And you know what? I'm like, if you got a problem with the guy doing the gimmick, maybe you talk to him in the locker room and you say, I got a problem with you doing this gimmick. You're not really Samoan, and now I got a buddy named Tom McClain. He's a indie wrestler in the Dayton area, and he a couple of years ago was doing the Samoan cowboy gimmick or something. It was a stupid thing, but it was meant to be a comedy bit, right? He was the Samoan outlaw, diehard Tom McLean. He had like 25 gimmicks or something. It was some moronic thing. That's Tom, right? He's a comedy wrestler. And so from that I could see, but I was like, if you got a problem with the guy, maybe you talk to him first before you just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, don't just knock him out in front. Yeah. But also, you got to be smart enough to know in this day and age, that's not really a good idea. Like, if they're taking white people off of cartoons for voicing black people or any other race, chances are you probably don't want to do that in real life either.
Yeah, I know. We get so ridiculous. Oh, we can't have a black Snow White.
Yeah,
we can't have a
fictional characters that have to be white.
Little Mermaid or something. I'm like, why? What difference does it make?
Well, Santa Claus, they were all up in our Santa Claus is white. Santa Claus ain't real.
Santa Claus is fictional, pal.
Yeah, shit. Santa Claus is whoever lived in your house at the time. But yeah, people are just dumb about a lot of shit.
It's not like European Jesus, right?
Right, exactly. Blue hair, blue eyes, and blonde hair. And I didn't realize that the current image of him, that was like 1940 something when that was painted. So before that wasn't the image. So I don't know what they were up in churches before.
No, we're so as a humanity, we're just so screwed up. I mean, we can't. The shit that makes zero difference. I mean, like they say, like DNA between any two people is like 99.7% the same, right? So
just have different hues.
Yeah, just because I have naturally red and black hair and you have no hair,
no colors, nothing.
You actually have a lot of hair. It's just all see through. It's transparent.
Pretty much. I got a lot of hair that comes around this area, and that's one of those God's sense of humor type things. Bald up here, but the shit around here grows so damn fast. I have to shave literally daily, or else it's gonna look kind of George Jefferson style.
You should just just once, just a little bit, just let it see. Show up on the show.
Yeah, it's kind of like, remember Clyde Drexler?
Yeah,
a little bit like that, but not quite as bad. Just right about here, but. We had a black Santa Claus in New Orleans for like 40 years. Well, New Orleans is a bit of a different beast altogether, though.
It's a different mixture, yeah.
But I will tell you, in Lincoln, Nebraska, my dad was he basically was the supervisor for the city bus company. And he literally it was literally an act of the mayor for him to be Santa Claus just in case people had a problem with it because he was black. So they had to go through all these official things, and the mayor had to sign off on it and everything because people might freak out that there was a black Santa. But yeah,
official proclamation.
Yeah, and that was only like 20 years ago. 25
Hello,
years.
Fellow people of Nebraska, Draconians.
Santa Claus is now African American.
We're gonna have an African. A few years ago, there was a skater in the Olympics from France who was a black lady, and they kept calling her that African American French girl.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's right. Hey, white people, really, we prefer black. Like, we don't like that African American shit because I'm 8 generations removed from Africa. I ain't never seen nobody. I ain't never been. Right.
Well, I mean, you could be Dominican or you have no idea, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm just a guy. I know I've got some Irish and I have some English and I have a lot of English, a lot of Irish. I am the waspiest of guys probably on this show. But even I've got, some Scandinavian. Look, can I?
Viking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a straight up mud.
By the way, the Viking Raiders showed up last night as the War Raiders.
Yeah, I heard
the Viking Raiders anymore. So
I saw an old clip of, I think it was Ivar when he first started. Absolutely does not look anything like him. So it was almost like I'm trying to think of like one of the most generic wrestlers, like almost remember how Scott Steiner looked with the brown hair?
Joe Jobber.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But he had music and he had a like a singlet and everything like that. So, But it was just, you would not know it was him. Let's see. We're American. Oh, we're American.
We're Americans. We're not anymore. We were.
It used to be.
We're all going to be arrested Americans if some guy.
Well, that's the funny thing. Like when people are, they'll say that shit, like go back to where you came from, whatever. It's like, I've been here for 8 generations. Like I think I'm probably more American.
Probably longer than their family has.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Their grandma came over on a boat like in the 20s or some shit like that. Yeah, we've been here just a touch longer.
Yeah. Now I do. One of my mom's aunts is Mormon, and so they are very much into genealogy. And she's got my mom's side of the family traced back, like all the way to England, like the 1350s or whatever. But we had folks from my mom's side of the family come over like in 1650s. I mean, they weren't on the Mayflower, but they were like on the Mayflower number 2.
They were on that boat behind them.
They were on that other one that doesn't. Everybody forgets about.
Flower.
Yeah, they were on the June flower, right? So, but on my dad's side, we go back to like the Revolutionary War. So, my family's been here forever, but it just doesn't matter to me. It's not like I had a choice in where I was born.
Exactly. Yeah, it was just a lottery.
Yeah. I hit the genetic social lottery by being
pretty much. American. The accident of birth, and that's the only reason a lot of these fools are here anyway. Get out of my country! You're just having to drop out on this dirt.
Yeah, and so the Native American guys going
exactly. Well, shit, a lot of Mexico, it was like we moved the border on their ass because Southern California, Texas.
Right. So the Mexican border used to go all the way up to Colorado, right? So maybe who's the invader, right? So I don't know. Tyler, I was on one of those websites and I got a list of folks like that. In fact, I made a meme for it one time about the still have it somewhere, but it's like Pocahontas is like a 15th generation ancestor, grandmother or something.
Really? Wow. Yeah, I got all kind of shit like from my natural dad's side. They're Croatian, Serbian, Italian, like all the people that had to run from something. Gypsies and shit. Yeah, and the black side of my family is actually black, and we have Irish in us, which because a lot of us are somewhat light skinned. There's a few that are dark that are just like how the hell that happened, but for the most part, they're just slightly darker than me. But my kids, it's weird that my wife is white, I'm half white, but they came out with the same skin tone I did. So genetics are just a weird thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, right? It's just
yeah.
It doesn't change who
all
you
the
are.
same, pretty much. We all bleed the same shit.
That's right.
We all die from the same diseases.
Yeah.
What's Kenny there? He's still talking to Dutch or what?
Apparently so. Well, folks, I don't think we're getting any donations because I can't see.
We ain't got one yet. So.
And plus, the room's been pretty quiet. Iceman did have a good point about
Iceman and Jana, pretty much.
That's it. And Tyler. Tyler said,
"Oh yeah, Tyler."
My dad went back to the Princess Diana.
Damn.
You know what? I think we should just say, on that Princess Diana note, rest in peace, Diana.
Yes.
And goodbye. We'll be back on Thursday. Oh, I should give the NFL results because you're going to like this, Mr. Mason Coltrane.
Yes.
You are going to enjoy our NFL and college results from the week. Let me pull them up real quick because I don't like them. I was going to delete the week. That didn't happen. We didn't vote this week. All right, college football. Bob was 8-9. Not terrible. Kenny was 10-7. And Jason was respectable 12-5.
Yeah.
Mr. Cena, who told us he didn't know anything about sports, was 4-13. He proved it. In the NFL, I was 7-7. Jason, you were 9-5, and Kenny was 11-3.
Really?
I mean, I'm like, what? How did that happen? How did he get?
You almost don't even want to say that out loud.
I know. And then Mr. Cena was 7-7, which just proves my 7-7 doesn't mean a whole lot. Even a blind dog finds a
I was about
bonus.
to say it was respectable for a blind squirrel finding a nut, wasn't it?
Exactly. Well, in theory, these point spreads are made to even out the odds, right? To make it to where it's a 50-50 call.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're like half points, right? So that Vegas is going to.
Oh, and those half points get you, man.
They do. If you're just blindly picking them, you should go 500, right?
Oh yeah, you would think.
The fact that you have to bet 110 to win 100 means if you're 500, you're a loser.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You have to be, you have to actually be like 60%.
I generally lay down, the most I'll put down is 10, but it's generally $5 bets. And I did all right, but there was one parlay that would have gave me $348. All Wyoming had to do was win. It seemed like it was going to be a decent pick because San Diego State sucks, and they only had, it was a 1 point. They only had to win by one, so just win, essentially. It was like the last few minutes, they blew, they were in the red zone, and they blew it, and San Diego State ran it right back on them, and lost everything. And the thing is, I could have cashed out at like $80. But I was like, nah, let's let this bad boy ride.
They take that extra. Yeah. Yep. So gambling is not legal in Texas. We do have daily fantasy sports, so you can bet, or not bet, but you could, build your lineup. Those games are legal. But flat out betting on the games is not.
That thing that Bill Belichick does the commercials for.
I don't know
Underdog
if
or something
legal
like that.
or not. I know that FanDuel Classic and DraftKings Classic games where you pick your lineup of 7 players and try to score more than the other guys or whatever. Those kind of things. Those are legal here, but just flat out betting is not. So good week in the NFL. We'll be back on Friday with our next week's picks. So now,
hey, whoa! What the fuck? Y'all trying to wrap the show up without here? Let me put some thought. Are you all trying to wrap up my show without? Was that what y'all were going to do?
Yes,
well,
that's pretty much
colored.
It.
Is that what I was detecting here?
Yes.
You all, I was on the phone with the great legendary Dutch Mantel, and you were just going to wrap the show up and leave the people hanging.
Your camera's frozen.
That's right. Oh yeah, you're all froze. We can hear you, but you're just kind of in a funny position. At least you look happy.
Hang on, I'll fix it. Hang on, let me reboot. Here, we're gonna reload.
Let's just wait longer to shut the show down.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not possible that we did it.
It's Kenny's world. We're just living in it.
All right, have we rebooted?
Yeah, you're moving now.
Okay, no, I don't know how much of that you heard. I said, "Are you motherfuckers trying to wrap this goddamn show up without me? You're just trying to."
We are.
I'm on the phone with my good friend Dutch Mantel, trying to get updates that I can pass upon this show, leaving the people hanging. The some hundreds of thousands of people that have hung around.
It's a teaser. They got to come back on Friday for it.
No, well they're fucked because they're going to get it now. Because I think Dutch is tuning into the show as of right now.
Hi, Dutch.
Hello, Dutch.
Well, he said he was.
Dutch.
He said he was. He could have been lying. He might have no intention of watching the show. So
wrestler to lie.
Here's the update that I'm permitted to give. Dutch, a couple of weeks ago.
He's not dead yet.
Are you interrupting me?
Yes.
Yes, he is too interrupting you.
Then stop that shit. So I give y'all 30 minutes to have a run. Dutch said y'all were probably having a blast that you could finally fucking get to talk.
Right.
And now you think you run the whole goddamn show. Well, there you go. That's better. So, Dutch, as you all know, was in the hospital a few months ago, and he also had sepsis and had a very scary situation. He was in the hospital for 28 days. I was lucky. I was only in for 6 days. So he gets out. He's trying to recover and everything. Did Bob just fucking leave? What's he doing? I
fixed my.
Well, y'all can throw yourself up in the boxes in the corner here. You don't have to be hidden little mice. I mean, there you go. You can do that.
Well, we were like,
so he recently fell down and hurt his knee real bad. Ooh. So he was in the hospital for a period of time with that, and trying to get his knee taken care of. And now they have transported him from the hospital that he didn't even know he was in, and now he is going through a rehab in a rehab center. And he expects to be in there maybe another week. He's missed a lot of podcasting. He says to say hey to all of his fans and friends. He doesn't have the type of insurance that I have. His medical bills are piling up. He says, I got to get back on the show soon. He said, man, I got to start making some money. And I told him, I know the boat. I lost my job while I was in the hospital because I wasn't considered reliable because I'd been in the hospital twice in the past few weeks and then dealing with my family issues there for a period of time. But people don't give a shit about that. So
after all those years,
I've lost out on $3,500 the last 2 months, and that's a hit. But we're still here trying to fucking help people. I mean, that's what the show's about. So yeah, and I've been told that if I just quit helping Filipinos, that the fans would probably help me as much as they help Filipinos. But I wouldn't feel good about it. I mean, I appreciate getting what little help I can get and earn what money I can earn on this show, but we still have people over there that really count on us. And if we all team up together, I don't think Iceman, I guarantee you, I've been off here for 30 minutes. I guarantee you Iceman never donated a fucking penny. Nope, not a penny. It's 9:33. What time? It's just 10:53.
54.
Y'all been here an hour and 20 minutes knowing that fucking people need help. Iceman's one of them. Don't be wishing Mantel best wishes if you can't come up with a couple of bucks to help people out. Jesus, he doesn't want to hear your fucking good wishes. Dutch
he doesn't want well wishes from a cheapskate.
Dutch denounces your good wishes. At least
shove your well wishes up your ass.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one that always said, Kenny, if times are tough over there and you need somebody to step up, Iceman's your man. Well, where's that been the last fucking 90 days?
Yeah.
100 days, 250 days.
Who's the person that had the settlement that was supposed to be happening like 6 months ago?
Oh, they've all fucking disappeared. The DJ, he's a fucking full of shit. Bob, I think, remembers the name of the other guy who had the big settlement who was going to make a big donation. He didn't do shit. He disappeared.
They all went to JD.
For those of you that do the thoughts like me, certainly give Dutch your thoughts. For those of you that do the prayers unlike me, but Jazzy Jana does prayers.
You're welcome.
He'll probably accept those too. But no well wishes from Iceman if you can't come up with fucking a few bucks to help these families out. We got a person that needs a toilet to sit on. It's $30 fucking for the toilet and then a little bit of money for the labor. We haven't even raised enough money. Yeah. Iceman, do you shit in anything like that? Probably.
Oh, sorry.
Iceman, say something. Defend yourself. Why is it for the last 90 days you can't come up with $5 to $10 fucking dollars?
I gotta go, King.
Oh, I got.
I'll be back on Friday, King.
Oh, do you know what the average price is? I thought about selling my car and just relying on Uber to get where I need to go, not have to pay car insurance anymore. Do you know what the average price of an Uber ride is in Louisville, Kentucky?
$45
today, and I was astonished by what I heard. The average price for an Uber ride round trip in Louisville, $84.
Oh, good God.
Wow.
$84 fucking dollars is the average price in Louisville, according to Google.
What would a cab cost?
About as much. If you're going round trip, I mean, if you're going somewhere, you got to get back.
Yes.
So you just can't factor in what the ride there is.
Jesus.
A while back. Well, that says a lot. How much did you donate?
Like back in the day.
And how far is a while?
You know,
we got people needing help tonight.
A little bit ago.
We got people in here that donate $100 a month or more every month. Jazzy Jan is one of them. Billy Sellers is another one who's also on disability. Comes up with $100 every month to help people. Iceman probably rolling in fucking cash over there.
Rolling all that Iceman money.
Look at that picture.
If you ever need any help, King, well, we've needed help about the last 90 days and we ain't seen shit from you. And if you donated in your shoot name, and if it was anything astonishing, I would have remembered it. What are you doing for us tonight, Iceman? That's the question.
Yeah.
You always got these great ideas of how this show can make money. Yeah, people that donate would help.
Yeah.
Live interactive show can get that.
What's Massachusetts got to do with anything?
Well, it's because he lives in the high rent.
I'm just
district,
about
so
to let's go. Okay, we'll get together at about 11:30. That sounds great. If you have the time.
About Connecticut.
Jasmine getting ready to leave for lunch at school.
I got the time.
Jamby sent a couple of more pictures.
Gumby, damn it. I'm Gumby.
I was just thinking about that for some reason.
I actually like that. I'm Gumby, goddammit. If only Saturday Night Live were R-rated and Gumby could just fucking go off on people. I'm Gumby, god fucking damn it. Lori has said hello. She's watching the show. Ruby May, hi, Daddy. Prepare to go back to my grandma soon. Have you been able to help get my toilet? No, because Iceman won't donate.
Yeah.
If Iceman would donate, you could probably at least get your toilet. Iceman, it's all on you. Zach Bonifer. Kenny just melted Iceman. Well, the Iceman melted. That sounds like a movie, don't it?
Yeah.
No, he didn't melt, because if he melted, he'd make a fucking donation. I got a blank screen over here on the donation screen. Zach Bonifer.
And anybody that can do Venmo,
Zach, your Facebook account's not working anymore. Zach, what's up with your Facebook page?
Yeah. Just
and do that Venmo donation, people.
$15. We never even got the $15 Venmo donation, because we could help 4 people if I got $15 over on Venmo. 15 on Venmo is all it takes. I mean, we'll be back in here Friday and we'll try it again. I don't know what fucking good it'll do. Iceman, I live in Massachusetts. No, I don't want to hear where you fucking live. It's goddamn hard for everybody everywhere. You mean to tell me it's so hard in Massachusetts? You chose to live there, not me. You the one that chose to live in Massachusetts. It's hard on everybody everywhere if you don't fucking hustle a little bit. I got to fucking hustle a little bit. I lost my job 2 months ago. I'm still fucking helping people. I've lost $3,500. I'm still helping people. I still give a portion of the money I make to people. Every fucking dime that comes in over here goes to them. The only money I get are what we get in views. Which, to be honest with you, to be transparent, if I'm lucky, about $200 fucking dollars, which makes up what I'm short on rent. That's what I fucking earn on this show. Everything else goes to help these people. Yeah, I could keep it. I can tell you, fuck the Filipinos. I need to help me. But that ain't what I'm made of. So yeah, it's fucking hard everywhere. But it ain't so fucking hard you ain't got 5 or 10 or 20 fucking dollars. If that changes your life, you shouldn't be watching this show, and you should take a fucking second job, Iceman, who writes me all the time with great ideas on how we can make money and get more views. No, the views don't mean dick. We need good people that want to help. We'll move out of that fucking state, motherfucker. Have you ever watched the goddamn, what's that comedian's name? He's dead now. He used to have all the gorgeous girlfriends, and he used to make the joke. He would tell people, move to where the fucking food is. He would get on Ethiopians. He would get on the people that didn't live. Move to where the fucking food is. Well, get out of the most expensive fucking state. Jimmy used to live in Connecticut. You know why he moved to North Carolina? Because he could live 4 times as fucking cheap in North Carolina as he could in Connecticut. Simple math. Even Jimmy Cornette figured that out.
Really?
I can live in a $250,000 home in Charlotte that would be worth $1.5 million in Connecticut. Well, I can't afford a $1.5 million home, but I can afford a $250,000 home, and that's why he moved to fucking Charlotte. So if you're electing to stay in the most expensive state in the United States, and I'll take your word for that. I haven't Googled it or researched it. I'll take your fucking word for it. Pack your shit, Jed Clampett, and move to Beverly. No, that's expensive too. Move to Louisville. We're one of the cheapest cities in the fucking country to live in. We're considered one of the top 20 cities in the country to live in. Move here. Move to Charlotte. Move somewhere that's more affordable. Do you have any job skills? Can you talk for a living?
Actually, Massachusetts is number 3.
Labor skills. You are living where you choose to live. That's the plan, sir. Well, activate the plan. You've been living there for a long fucking time.
Massachusetts is number 3 behind Hawaii.
As I'm ripping him a new asshole, he did have the decency to call me StarMaker. You got to give him that. Didn't make me any money. What do we got?
There goes California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Washington,
$10 closer to that Venmo. TC from the NC, who already donated $10 tonight, as I lose my voice, has sent us an additional $5. So we only need $10 more in Venmo. It's fucked up. I tried to fix it, but it's too much. I get you there, Zachary. I get you there. Adam Copeland, StarMaker, the ass ripper. That's why I'm here. Adam, I'm shocked you're still awake. Are you on a new shift now? Adam? Jazzy Jana
today, so
Jazzy Jana has donated $15 to help with Ruby May's toilet over on the Cash App. Thank you, Jazzy Jana. We need 10 we need $10 more in Venmo. I'm going to hang around 8 more minutes. If we can't get $10 on Venmo in 8 minutes, then fuck it. We'll be back Thursday. And guy, I'm passionate about this because I'm passionate about helping these people. It's a handful of people. We're not trying to save the planet. We're not trying to save all of the Philippines. We got a select group of people that we do our best to try to make their life a little better. And I think being able to sit down on a fucking toilet isn't asking too much. If about $30 or $40 will fix that problem. Kevin Marr has donated $5. 5 more on top of the 10 he's already donated. Thank you, Kevin. You got to tell your boss that we need people that need a toilet. Maybe your boss will help out some. Your boss hasn't donated in a while. Jasmine, yeah, I'll eat my lunch. I'm going back like around 12:50. Okay, just contact me as you have time. I know you got a busy schedule. All right. Jasmine giving me an update on her day. Honey Rose, who's been having trouble getting a load to work. We sent her the money to get it, but she can't get the load to work for her school. She's the other one that's in her, I think, her 2nd or 3rd year of college now. Another smart girl doing a real good job. Y'all have seen pictures of Honey Rose on here before. And so we're going to hang here 7 more minutes, see if we can't get $10 off today and 2 more days, then back to night shift. All right. Well, hey, I'm sure you'll appreciate the time off. Nothing wrong with that. And let's see here. Well, there we go. There's some decent human being out there that goes by the name Not Bad Chris, who has sent us a merciful $10 donation to Venmo. So now we've got for any of you out there, not Adam Copeland because he's already done it, but for the maybe Jazzy Jana can help us out. Whoever can set up a Pangea account, also known as PayMaya, if you can set up a PayMaya account, and I'll send you the $20. You don't even have to donate the $20. I'll send you the 20 because if you donate $20 from your account, you'll get a $25 bonus. So they don't get 1,000 pesos; they get 2,600. And then I get 25 if you use my promo code. And then the next person I help, instead of 1,000 pesos, gets 2,600. And that is a monster help, guys. And if we can get Limley to figure out his deal, and if we get Cam Moron, good luck on that, to figure out his deal, then there's a bonus $100 right there. Fuck. $100 goes a long way in the Philippines. Goes a long way. And it's not like y'all don't know what this show's about. It's not like I have y'all over here just so I can be your entertainment monkey and juggle fucking pianos. You know, we're here to help people. We try to entertain you along the way, but we're here to help people. And I don't think we're asking too much, especially for those of you that never donate. And don't tell me you live in the most expensive fucking state in the fucking world if you ain't got the good God-given sense to pack your shit and move to a cheaper place. This show is about donations. I heard a guy say one. Yeah, he was something like a guy. The guy who has not invited me and told me what my payday is to do his show. So if he doesn't contact me in person to book me to do his show with an agreed upon pay rate to do the show, I won't be doing the show. I'll be doing my own. So make sure that person knows that. And by the way, we got to use that $6 over here tonight, you little dick, going over there, giving a fucking multimillionaire your $6. I'd have read your fucking comment. You wouldn't have had to fucking pay for it. You wasted $6 on a multimillionaire. Oh, the big news I was going to announce. That might have been Renee's last show last night. I think we shut him down.
Killed the town.
I sabotaged his show just like I planned to do. I went over there and I said rape about 95 times about Donald Trump. No, actually, he's been touring quite a bit. And he says if last night wasn't his last show, he's thinking about doing one more. And he says it's either going to be, you don't get to know this unless you saw the show live because the show no longer exists. He's either going to do a series finale or quite possibly a season finale or a series finale. He hasn't made up his mind. I think he's going to do a series finale. He ain't going to fucking give up podcasting because he makes good money over there too. He's always writing me wanting to know what day YouTube payday is. Only he ain't sending no money to the Philippines. I do that. So, Bolin killed another show. That's what I plan on killing a couple more before I'm done.
There you go.
So Ghost, I want you to send $10 over to the Cash App right now, because apparently you're just rolling in cash, as you said, as Bonifer, not Bonifer. Who's that other guy? Brokeass ratted you out. He come over here talking about the $6 you donated over there, so your comments would be seen and read on the show.
He did run and tell like a little bitch.
Right, don't you be? We got people that want a fucking toilet, man. They want a toilet. And thanks to Not Bad Chris, it wasn't you that sent the $10 to Venmo. It was Not Bad Chris. That's all we know about the guy. Chris Schmidt, do you shit in something better than that? I'm assuming you do. Well, maybe not.
And if that doesn't motivate you, donate for her.
If that don't motivate you,
donate for her.
No,
that girl's 31 years old. That's our little Jasmine right there that we just spoke with. That's sweet little Jasmine in her jacket that cost me
whatever it is that motivates you. Maybe you want to get motivated to buy some StarMaker shoes.
Yeah, there you go.
May or may not receive.
My Trump supporters out there, they see that as competition. Oh, mine's not $499 though. You live in the cheapest county on planet Earth. Also the most racist county on planet Earth. Also, the most destructed by tornadoes on planet Earth. Tornadoes go out of their way to hit Bullitt County. The last tornado that hit Bullitt County did $54 million worth of improvements. I don't think it was quite that much. There's not $54 million worth of shit over there to improve. Bob's former co-host is here too. Bob's got a former co-host.
I'll say you had a show.
My former co-host is dead.
I don't think Bob's former co-host is here. I'm pretty sure that is not the case.
What'd you say, Bob did?
Unless you believe in the afterlife and you can see something.
Dead,
unless you believe in the afterlife and you can see something over Bob's shoulder that I can't see.
It is the ghost, so maybe the ghost is seeing Terry.
Maybe that's him.
Well,
hey Terry,
the ghost can see shit the rest of us. I'm waiting on your $10 there, son. Let me see if he's
back on Friday.
Well, hang on here. Oh, Zach Vonifer sent $15.55 in the year 5510. I think God is going to give up by then.
Donated by then. Oh, sorry.
So we on Thursday or Friday?
And then the Not Bad Chris sent $10 to Venmo. So, all right, righty. Bop the bill. Let's see if Ghost. This is actually the minute we were going to wrap up. Ghost, are you going to send us $10 after wasting all that money over on the multi-millionaire Rene Dupree show?
Yeah.
Probably. You going to do it? Come on now. I'm holding the phone. I'll give you credit for being a decent ghost if you do it. $10 measly. I know you make $1,000 a night over there at that restaurant you work at.
So is his dad a millionaire from wrestling, or did he have some investments? Or why is he a millionaire?
He's a millionaire from his father.
Well, that's what I'm saying. His father.
Yeah, no, his Emile Dupree was a multi-millionaire when Rene came to OVW, and Rene Dupree was the biggest tightwad in the history of OVW, and his daddy was a multi-millionaire. He bought a television that Danny Davis had to make him pay for. Danny had to make him pay me for the TV he bought in an installment plan. He started taking it out of Renee's check, so he would pay me for the fucking TV he bought, and then he gave the TV to a Mark so he could live with him. You think I'm a worker? You think I'm a worker? He took the TV that he bought for me and never paid for, gave it to a Mark so he could move in with him and live with them for free.
Gotta respect the hustle, I guess.
I'm telling that story, but it's too late. I've already told it. So, Schmidt, just admit you're not going to do it if you ain't going to do it. Don't keep us hanging around here. We've done 2 hours and 3 fucking minutes. And Dutch Mantel's going, you think if I'm this mean to my fans, they'll actually donate? Hey, they might. You got to treat these motherfuckers rough.
Some people like to be abused. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, some people like to be abused. Oh, they love it over on Renee's show. That's why they come there. One guy, did you see the first comment of the night? He pops in, I'm out. Okay, you know I was going to be on the show. You knew I was going to be on the show.
Yeah.
I was advertised for 2 or 3 days to be on the show. So he knows I'm there. He comes, he sees me there. He could have just left. But no, he has to comment, I'm out.
Oh, that's like when people have to tell you they're going to unfollow you.
You stupid
I
fuck.
wouldn't have even noticed, man.
He was there the whole fucking show, masturbating the whole entire time.
Blocked.
I wonder if
blocked
Ghost
you
is doing
again.
that.
Unblocked.
Oh, I had a couple of clowns mention my name. Somebody dropped my government name in there, so somebody in there knows me.
Yeah. And unbelievable. But yeah, well, they all fucking knew. They all fucking knew because they all just die for me to show up on someone else's show where they can get in their stupid shit. So, all right.
All right, we're done. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get
2
the
hours of
I got
Chris
to eat.
Schmidt.
All right, no post show. I'm hungry. My dog's got to go out. No
I
post
do have
show.
something quick to tell you. The post.
Real quickly, what were the numbers on the college and NFL games? I don't think we've made that public yet.
Well, we did.
have,
You were Dutching at the time, so I was 8-9 in college. Kenny was 10-7. Jason 12-5. On the NFL, I was 7-7. Jason was 9-5, and Kenny was 11-3.
In the NFL?
Yes, you had a
Cheated.
great.
I've been predicting I was going to go 15-0 1 week. 11-3 ain't bad.
Seattle, Philadelphia, and Philadelphia just because of the point spread.
Yeah, I was going to say I must have barely missed Philadelphia. I thought I won that one.
Yeah, Seattle, Philadelphia, and Denver were the 3.
Yeah, Denver I knew I fucked up on. That one I knew. Seattle I knew I fucked up on. And but I thought I won the Eagle one. How much did I miss the Eagle one by?
Well, let's see. It was a 9.5 point spread, and I think the Eagles.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize it was that high.
Yeah.
Well, still not bad. That's a bit of a bounce back from what I've been doing.
For the year in the NFL, I'm 40-37.
Hang on. Give me those year stats again.
I'm 40-37, so 3 games over 500. Kenny's 39-38.
Who is?
Jason's 34-29.
39-30. So I'm back above 500, huh?
You're above 500 by 1 game.
Took an 11-3 week to get back above 500.
It was rough.
Yeah.
And if the Eagles had ever played like the Eagles, I would have had a real good week.
For college,
Rico's sitting at 0-1.
So I'm 500 for the year. Like, just that's it. I'm just totally 500.
Rico's at 0-1. And what did you say Cena's numbers were? Cena didn't have a good week.
4-13 in college.
He was 500
in the pros.
Pro, didn't he?
Yeah. Cena had a rough week.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And Mark Henry was in too big of a hurry. We knew we weren't going to get 30 picks out of him. He was trying to go eat a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, he had a chicken fried steak waiting on him.
Yeah, chicken fried. I don't blame him. I'd have left.
My cousin texted me. It was cracking up.
All right. Well, my thanks to everybody that did donate. Fuck you, bad Chris, you fucker.
Yeah.
$6 to Renee, the
multi-donator.
Nothing over here for the show that actually half-ass likes you. You little bitch.
Half-ass.
That was for you, Adam Copeland. Bad Chris is a little bitch, and I'm going to go to Bullitt County one day and just bitch slap him in front of his dog.
Damn,
the dog will come home with me to where there will be a real home where people actually love their dogs. What's that? What's that, Coltrane?
Not in front of the dog.
In front of the dog. We'll bitch slap him. And you know what I'm going to do? This might be considered thievery or robbery. I'm going to take $6 out of his fucking pocket if he's got it. He's got tip money. I won't take it all. Just the fucking $6 he owes me. Your Honor, I took the $6 he fucking owed me. Dismissed. Dismissed. Case closed. And good day.
Good day.